Hello everyone, Lord.agion here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. So on the bottom side we have Schnuffl. I'm really bad at pronouncing it. Schnuffl. Schnuff. I'm really bad at names. And as he's British and as a Wehrmacht player we have papercut underscore GR. Well, looks like it's going to be a bit of a capping from the beginning. There is a Vickers out by the British player, also capping, so not going for rushing to a building. I'm basically, actually I never play a 1v1. I rather prefer have a teammate, not exactly a fan of my own skills. I'm always a bit slow in evading out grenades and all that, but that's just me. So I rather prefer 2v2, 3v3s, where it involves a bit more cooperation. Good building for the MG could be here, but there is a bit of line of sight blocked by these trees. MG behind a tractor in heavy cover, though it can easily be flanked over here, and can be actually sort of flanked if somebody jumps in the building or walks all the way around the building. But so far nobody has fired a shot just yet. The Wehrmacht player does have a higher EXP since he had to build a building. Well, EXP as in the counter timer. Is that considered EXP? I know it's command points for the number inside, but the circle around is probably EXP. Yeah, I think that's the proper term. One of those things I actually never really bothered pondering about. Looks like the map is split down the middle. Even though this territory does stretch out all to the base of the other player. So far the British infantry section has taken a bit of damage and they're running straight into the MG. A very poor choice of engagement. Running straight into MG, didn't lose many men, but they're pretty low in health. I would recommend you upgrade him to a medic and then get him back in the fight. Two grenadiers capping up the central point. Vickers MG is in this building, but with a line of sight prevents him from actually shooting. And the Vickers now has a nice side flanking. Both of the grenadiers retreat. Both of them actually sustain quite a bit of damage. This one has half the health, well, almost half, I should say. It's a little bit more, but that should be me being a bit nitpicky. This infantry section should go up right around here. I would say to capture up the CP. Not the CP, yeah, it is CP, control point, victory point. CPs are these, VPs are the big stars. Now, that's proper terminology. But out in the open, I would recommend again this cover. Light cover is better than no cover. Grenadiers gain some light cover behind the fence line. The infantry section is now getting to the light cover over here. Grenadier, this infantry section has taken severe amount of damage. He needs to fall back and get some health. Looks like the British player did go for early increased squad size and get that 25% power increase. Both infantry section capturing up this area here. Pretty good flanking opportunity if he were to station his men right here. Going for actually the fuel, another good prime opportunity. Run straight into the MG over here. Suppress, he should be making a crawl for the building. Will it be actually pinned in time? Just out of the firing range now. This infantry section actually gained the building, but the Grenadiers are running for it also. It just barely gets in before the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers should, yeah, they need to retreat with the superior firepower being in heavy cover. With their bonus on being in cover for increased rate of fire. Pioneers capturing the fuel point. The Pioneers have over here have built a sturdy bunker. If I quote them, should be upgrade that to a medical bunker any moment now. This Pioneers, after capturing up the VP, is probably going to capture this point so we can actually get income from the fuel. MG watching the left VP. Looks like he actually got some landmines. I figured since he saw the pioneers over here, he's expecting some landmines. Might as well be safer than sorry. So he's getting some minesweepers to avoid any unpleasant surprises. Infantry section did sustain one casualty, but now they're in light cover for the increased rate of fire. The MG is now firing a full volley, though now suppressing, but there's two infantry section over here. But a nice flamethrower and grenadier for the flank. This MG should retreat, but it was killed off. He should use the pioneer to reman the MG since they're cheaper to reinforce, if I remember correctly. I actually don't know the exact number. I know grenadiers is 30. I'm not exactly sure what the exact number for pioneers are. I suppose grenadiers would have better defensive capabilities since they have rifle instead of SMGs. And the Wehrmacht player has sustained the securing the center VP. Does have a platoon command post out. Not getting anything just yet.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Flame pioneers here. Looks like there is an AT. Well, yeah, an AT mine here. Of course, they can also be triggered by what's it called, by infantry also, if I remember correctly. So it's a multi-purpose mine, I should say. Medical supply is being used. Well, the upgrade has just been researched. Keeping his men in the fight a bit longer. Flame pioneers get in this building. They can easily be dealt with if the British player keeps at a range, but it would be a very bad idea from getting him to actually crawl into cover. Well, scurry, not exactly crawl, but you get the idea. Get into cover close, because that's a bit too close. Now the flamethrower is actually frying his men. Royal Engineers could capture this point and have his infantry section actually pushing. Grenadiers, 3 Grenadier squads moving forward. It should be able to crush this infantry section. Looks like he also built another AT mine. And puts a flamethrower squad there. Very questionable spot, I should say. Grenadiers. He needs to ball up his... There's a ball of Grenadiers. You need to face equal number of infantry section, not stream them in one by one. Also focus down the low health Grenadier. Get him... It's now very low in health, that's Grenadier squad. Pioneers are now engaging. These Royal Engineers should get up very close and actually start attacking them. Fires a grenade, getting almost the entire squad, which should retreat that back. This squad's almost dead. He doesn't realize that it's almost dead. Now he does. And with the flame, he should really engage that flamethrower first. And holy crap, this lag! Oh, don't tell me it's doing this again. It's not the first time it's done this. Don't have any other processes up. And the game almost crashed. Looks like he went for special weapons regiment. So he has the tank hunter infantry section. The tank hunter infantry are not as good versus regular infantry, but they do have light vehicle fighting capability. They also been upgraded to medics. We won't be seeing any early light vehicles. We may see some early-ish medium vehicles. Just because it's the same weapon as snipers doesn't mean it makes them snipers. Only 2 of the men are firing. Looks like these 2 men do have actually a longer range than the regular rifles. Maybe, or it's just how they're positioning. And here's a massive group of units. Probably should have these royal engineers capture this point, have one infantry section capture this point, and have the other two infantry sections capture this point. Spread out, cover each area. This MG, I would say, hop into this building. It would be a good idea. Hop in the building, apply some suppression while maintaining a good amount of cover.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
MG is fine at the boys AT. Royal engineers do not have many men left in their squad, and additional 2 kills on this infantry section. The boys AT squad, I'm surprised it's not suppressed yet. Partially due to the fact that it's going through this light cover. Infantry section is climbing this building. There is only 3 windows, so anything more is that just replace the losses if each time they lose a man at the window. Probably should place these boys AT in this heavy cover, just while capping. That's sort of my preference. Put them in cover while capping, just to prevent any additional damage. He's healing up his squad since it was actually very low in health per man, I should say. 2 Flamestorm Pioneers are going to come forward and burn the squad. In fact, he has 3 Flame Pioneers. Interesting. He has not chosen Doctrine yet. Well, he's obviously not going to have munitions for that. That's not a very good one. Perhaps the best thing he could do right now is get the Assault Support Doctrine to get a artillery officer to increase his Grenadiers and Pioneers' accuracy, and then have the Tiger tank ready. And maybe use an Opal Blitz or 2 in relatively secured sectors. Just ideas. Men moving forward. These Grenadiers are Vet 2, so they're actually nice and vetted up. Probably should give this guy LMG 42. Wehrmacht sniper is out. Minor skirmishing over here. These infantry sections, they should just stay as far as possible and kill off these squads. It's not really paying attention. Gets a kill on the flamethrower, in fact exploding the tank. Sniper moving over, but wait, ooh. This can be dangerous right here. Since these mines can be initiated by infantry, like the Soviet mine, he was actually very close from... Oh. They ran just along the skirts, so not in a retreating path. Could have been very bad. Running the base MGs, the Vickers base MGs, and he should fall back. He does. Recapturing up the right side. MG still holding up this area. It looks like we are seeing a Cromwell. Or is that a Centaur? I think it's a Centaur, actually. Yep, it's a Centaur tank. At the same time, we are seeing an AT gun coming out, a Pack 40. Probably a good time to have the Pack 40 come out. Exactly, pretty much. No, the Centaur tank will come out a bit earlier. So it will not be ready and waiting for the Centaur tank. And plus, the Wehrmacht player has very little munitions. He only has enough for 1 Panzerfaust, and by the time that the Centaur tank starts engaging, he probably only have time for 2 Panzerfaust. Hopefully, the first one does actually damage the engine. And this is what you call a blob. This this HMG is going to have a very good time suppressing these squads. Fires a rifle grenade, misses. Like, sort of land on some guys. I wouldn't imagine at least 1 death. Retreats back the squads. Seeing he has nothing really to counter it. Going for a second AT gun. I suppose that'd be good if you want to save up your fuel. He does have 107 fuel. I think Panzer IV is 115 or 110. Oh wait, search this building. Wait. Oh, it's 125. What was the thing? It was 115. I don't remember. I use 115 for the Sherman tank. I forget. And this pioneer should retreat back. It's just going to be killed. He might actually be killed by all this rifle fire.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Exploding the tank but not killing the unit. This came in a nutshell. But wait, he does have his... I'm just curious if he actually has... Yep, and the white pack did disappear. I gotta love that. Destroys the tank, but still continues running. And he does actually able to research the flamethrower. I know for Rifle Company, I don't know if they fixed that or not, where if the flamethrower was popped, you're unable to re-equip the flamethrower. Center tank now is showing its face. Pioneer is not in the capturing zone, actually in the cover, hugging it. AT gun hitting it. Damaged engine? What did it get damaged? And then there goes the Centaur tank. Was it... Where did that damaged engine come from? Oh, you gotta be joking. He built an Osprey while the Centaur tank was out. I can unsee it now with the now being a Centaur tank, but he was building it with the Centaur tank out. He was planning to have the Osprey engage the Centaur tank. Not really the best idea. He should have got a Panzer IV. And plus, I'm not really a fan of Osprey. Watch. Really? You put them in the building. I suppose it prevents the suppression, but they're just going to be gutted. He needs to retreat them. He also lost another squad somewhere. I didn't really pay attention to where. But this is right here, straight up stupidity mode. Loses another squad. Retreat. And then he lost another infantry section. If you've seen Oswin and you have nothing to counter it, retreat. It's not worth taking the losses or losing your entire squads. And you might lose another squad. He's lucky that he didn't. This Grenadier squad is very low in health and man, and he didn't actually capture it all the way. A bit too active on the retreat, I guess.
The capture point is being overrun.
For all you who don't know and listen to my replay, I am not a fan of Oswins. They're really not that effective how much fuel they cost. You saw how much, when they're open cover, they hardly did anything. Did some slight splash damage, but other than that, he hardly did anything. So, put it simply, I'm not a fan of Oswins. Apparently, the Wehrmacht part didn't even catch up this point. Interesting enough. Man, I really need to learn how to speak better. Secured actually a British AT gun from somewhere. Not exactly sure from where, but he has 3 AT guns, so he does have quite a bit of AT and almost a pop cap of only having an Oswin. Does the British part is actually severely lacking. He's lacking in manpower. He built a lot of Royal Engineers. Perhaps he's going for Anvil. I have a good feeling he's going to Anvil. He needs 200 manpower. Oh, these heavy Royal Engineers. I'm going to see Anvil Tactics get some heavy engineers out. That's the only reason why you should actually build 3 Royal Engineers. And the AT mine blows up, but I didn't see any deaths. There goes another AT mine. Of course, he's not retreating. A lot of green areas. Let's see, he's going for the hold the line. He did go for Anvil. He's probably going to upgrade these up with heavy engineers. It is a free upgrade, though it does have its downsides, making your Royal Engineers move very slow while in combat. Go ahead and cover the bulletins. Oh wait, the bulletins down here. I always forget. For 1v1, I've been trying out this loadout a bit better. It does give you more information, though it's a bit less unfamiliar. That's why a lot of people don't really like it. Do have 3% accuracy, 2% accuracy for a heavy MG, and reload faster. Got an MG42 in this shack. Good time for the Osprey to move forward. There's only one AT gun. It is back at base, not up here in the attacking force. And he retreats back because there's nothing he could do. He was just taking losses, as you can see here. Apparently these Royal Engineers, I think they were around here. This control by this player is not very good. Wonder what rank he is. I know how to look up ranks in the other view format, but I'm not really sure how to look up ranks in this.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Well, both of these people should know what they're doing. But this... Oh, we got another lag spike. That's why I'm switching the UIs. This game doesn't like switching the UIs that often. Heard something of a grenade, but apparently the grenade was maybe been cancelled. And run straight into her mine. Though he didn't take many losses. He was actually pretty low in health, and only one of the squad members died. I think the squad member that had the least amount of health actually took that hit. Probably should capture this point. Use the Royal Engineers to capture the point, while the infantry section captures up this point. Heavy Engineers are now upgraded. Must be in territory to upgrade to Heavy Engineers. Surprisingly enough, no truck call-off to give your units of Vickers. In fact, you can give these Heavy Engineers additional 2 Vickers, so you can be a 3 Vickers squad Royal Engineers. And that is a lot of bullets. 3 Heavy Engineers with LMGs. Do have an Oswin. So the heavy MG tactic I just mentioned would probably be a pretty bad idea. Going for another AT gun.
The enemy are determined, and we are down to 300 points.
He needs armor. He needs something to go in. He needs actually Churchills, I would say. Go in and actually do something. And Churchills can withstand quite a bit of fire from packs. Heavy Engineers are being suppressed down and now pinned. He should retreat them back. And there goes this MG in the building. Flamethrowers will scorch the earth. Should retreat the squad back. And now this is probably where having a bunch of LMGs would be a good idea. Destroy is an AT gun, I believe that was. Yes, it was. It was actually the British AT gun. 2 Oswins, really? 1 Oswin is one too many, in my opinion. But 2? I suppose there are no countering vehicles which actually sort of supports him, and the missing shots, the shots that miss, I should say, get a nice splash damage and destroy the mine. AT gun almost killing one almost killing it. This is not really the greatest of all the replays, I would imagine. This has been interesting nonetheless. Could get heavy engineers in open cover, which making sustaining extra damage. That two LMGs they will run into, and now they will be slaughtered. And the two Oswins should run them back to base. They could kill off the heavy, well, that actually standard infantry, well, standard Royal Engineers, there's the proper term, and maybe even kill off this boys AT team. Though they are going to find a AT gun, and they can actually circle around and kill it right here. Avoid the additional damage. Sure, you can take it, but might as well avoid additional damage. And there goes the other AT gun. Got the other AT gun. Wait, how did this one die? He had plenty of health, didn't it? There's this one. Apparently it must have been hit by two AT guns? Yeah, it was hit by two AT guns, so it was killed. Should be a Churchill too. Well, it's probably the same with the fuel for the Churchill Crocodile, but this is 180 fuel. A regular Churchill costs 155, I want to say. 150. So he can actually build a Churchill, and then within the time he could get a Churchill Crocodile. Well, he actually does have enough CP for a Churchill Crocodile. He just needs the manpower. This guy could go for a Tiger. Railway would be a bad idea, and Panzer IV Command Tank, it's not exactly the best idea. Yeah, well, the best thing he could go for is the Tiger tank. MG is suppressing this heavy engineers and suppressing this heavy engineer with this MG. Infantry section trying to run up the middle, trying to avoid both the MGs, and once it gets right here, it will actually be out of the line of sight of possible arc fire of both MGs, but nope, he's standing right in the middle and angle of both. He managed actually to kill this squad. Interesting. I suppose these MGs were not in any cover, so they can be taken out by rifle fire from the distance if they're not firing back at the infantry. Oswin, once another Oswin. This is a new Oswin, and now this is why you don't want to spam out Oswins, because you have nothing to deal with a Churchill Crocodile. And he lost another Oswin. And now he has a very, very bad the Wehrmacht players in a very, very, very bad position since he does not have anything to really deal with the Churchill Crocodile. He does have two AT guns which do quite a bit of damage, but of course the Churchill Crocodile specializes versus infantry with its flamethrower, and it will go and you can just flake around and roast the AT guns alive. Still 3 pioneers with flamethrowers. This one, it actually does have 1 kill. I think the flamethrower is actually new for him. Perhaps maybe it was a body shot, I'm not exactly sure. Pioneers capturing up the VP. That's a bit better. Increasing size just a little bit. Churchill Crocodile all fully repaired. It's really easy to fully repair for these heavy engineers. Extremely fast repair rate. You probably should call off resupply half track and give those heavy engineers additional Vickers. He's not really using all this munitions. He could use coordinate fire, but it's a Wehrmacht player. He's not exactly entrenched in a single area, excluding AT guns.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Looks like the infantry minefield. Oh, it was this squad being hit. And there goes that heavy engineer. Maybe it was a good idea he didn't get Vickers for him. Looks like the body crawled over and got one more mine section. Of course, this replay slowed down a bit. And he's running straight into another MG. And into an Oswin. The best thing for him to do is go around to the far left and do a flank. He knows he's all facing this way, but he's going straight into the cannon, right into the pack fire. See, nothing. Wait, that flamethrower it's firing straight forward, but the flame pools are right here. I think that's a replay glitch of some sort. Damaged engine is now to take some serious damage from these packs. I'll keep this highlighted, see how much more line sight. This may be the end of this Churchill Crocodile before it actually really did anything much. Starting to get out of range, and dies before it gets out of range. A really, really poor use of a Churchill Crocodile there. This British player is... I don't want to be rude, but he's not very good. And he has a Prestige 1 rank, so he should know the game a bit more. But this Wehrmacht player is not the greatest either with all these, with the Oswins, the Oswin spam when you still have one Centaur tank, so you know he's going to have vehicles, but you still build an Oswin at the same time. Luckily, this British player managed to save enough fuel to get another Churchill Crocodile up and ready. He just needs the men to man it. Wetting my throat with some soda, though I suppose that's not exactly the best way to wet your throat. This heavy engineer has sustained quite a bit of damage, so you may want to get some healing for it. And this replay slowed down quite a bit. So far, I probably should fast forward. Oh, wait, that's not fast forward. Heavy engineers running straight into an LMG team. We are seeing a bit of engagement over here. Ah, wrong button. With the LMGs and MG42, there's nothing really much these infantry squads can do. I would recommend that he gets the resupply half track and start giving his units Vickers, so they can actually fight against the other LMGs. That's another tactic. And of course, we have another Churchill Crocodile coming out. Good thing that this Wehrmacht player has not spam out any more Oswins when he sees Churchill Crocodiles are on the field. That's good.
Looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Pioneers maybe going to be... Nope, he retreats it. But sustain a couple losses. two packs ready to fire. Regular engineer squads, not heavy engineers, gets killed by another LMG. Almost gets killed by an LMG team. Now the LMG team's going to capture the fuel. Then this Vickers is still alive, but only has 2 men left, so it can actually be destroyed probably by one lucky rifle grenade. Maybe then some follow-up LMG shots to kill it off. Church of Crocodile is still sitting back at base. And it's slowed down once again. LMG team almost captured up, but then falls back before taking any more damage. He was already at 3 men, so that's good on him. There's 3 AT guns. Why he built so many AT guns versus Oswins, I don't know. He could have spent that onto perhaps invest into a Churchill to support his Churchill Crocodile. We do another Oswin. Why is he getting Oswins versus a Churchill? And there's a Centaur. Well, he does have Crocodile, but doesn't. Would recommend another Churchill withstand more and more tanking. Though I suppose a Centaur isn't half bad versus the emplacements. Plus, it's a cruiser tank, so it can it can speed around and flank. But getting a supply half-track to get the Vickers would be very good right now. Perhaps he wants to save up for hold the line. But you can see the Wehrmacht players just sitting in one area, only sending one grenadier to harass, and he's pulling out multiple units to deal with him, which they're ill-equipped versus LMGs. They need more LMGs on their side to deal with the LMG of the Wehrmacht player. Churchill Crocodile still has been sitting here, only got 2 kills so far. Centaur tank, 2 Oswins. He could have got a Tiger. Well, no, he didn't go for the doctrine of the Tiger. Sector artillery can be good. No. Oh. Has he researched stage 3? Will the Centaur tank instantly be killed? No, it will not. It will get away. Does not have stage 3. This has been a very interesting replay. Run straight this AT gun, perhaps. Gets a lucky hit with that coordinated barrage. And is he going to stay and sit in that? There's another awesome one going. This replay is a very, very bad replay. Ostwinds.
Unfortunately, we've lost a unit.
Picks up the MG, I suppose. Of way how he's engaging the MG will do him some good. Treacherous Crocodile going to come up forward and deal with the MG. AT guns are in range. Should see 2 hits momentarily. Yep. And Oswin. A very, very poor choice. This British player should have got some. Honestly, Comet tanks would have been a better tank in this situation. The mobility to go around in circles and flank instead of just straight up attacking one direction. It's making these AT guns way too effective. AT guns moving forward. Now, if he would have a Tiger tank, he would have crushed this opponent within no time. And that guy just sent his Churchill on a suicide run. He actually got a cruiser, a Cromwell. That's actually a good thing this moment. The superior speed mobility allows him to dance circles around these pack guns. He should immediately, and then hits Panzerfaust. Have to be careful of Panzerfausts.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
$300 fuel for the Wehrmacht player, and he's going to probably invest into 3 more Ostwinds. And the cruiser tank just sits there until it takes a hit.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
And there was nothing there to stop him from actually killing that pack. Almost was in range. Gonna probably pull that back to HQ to get it repaired up.
We have 300 points remaining.
And still no stage 3. He could have had he could have had Tigers, he could have Panthers, he could have had Broom Bars. But he went for... Oh, Broom Bars would not be a good thing in this situation for all these bloody AT guns, but Ostwinds could have Panzer IVs. He could have a Panzerwerfer to actually kill these AT guns off, but Ostwinds are not very good. Though he is at a point where the British player is starved for fuel, because he threw away multiple tanks by really stupid things. Sending the AT guns, going in straight frontal engagements and not for flanks. If he would have flanked the AT guns, he would have been much better off. 2 Cromwells, that's pretty good. Look, Cromwell tank doesn't have very good infantry fighting capability. And he just goes straight to the AT gun. Does get 2 kills, nice. Getting hit by one of the AT guns. It's a Vet 3. No, there's actually another AT gun there. Now he's running around in circles, very, very nice. Calling coordinated barrage, I disagree, but I suppose actually this moment. If he only landed a bit early, he could have saved the Cromwell. But he did get 2 of the AT guns, perhaps even destroyed both of them. LMG, ooh, looks like he might have killed one of the LMG teams also. Get the other anti-tank gun, very, very nice. He could go up and, well, probably not a good idea to run up and grab it. Their Royal Engineers are currently slowed down due to the fact they're in combat. And they're almost dead. Flamethrower burst, killing 2 additional. Runs in between the fire. No, wait, it's going to land right on top. Lands right on top of it. Designated here. Lands right on the top of the last one. Very, very nice. And he builds another Ostwind when he sees Cromwell tanks out. He has no more AT guns, and he builds Ostwinds. Not a good Ostwind does you versus a Cromwell. Cause nice what was it? There was like a grenade throw there. Oh wait, probably from the squad? Nope. I could have sworn there was a grenade throw, it sort of sounded like. I wasn't paying attention. Past me was a Cromwell shot. Vickers, he knows in open cover, he's doing quite good work. AT guns will kill this Ostwind. He's getting stuck on this one and actually dies on the first one. Damage engine, a lot of good damage engine does when there's nothing else to finish it off. Though he is lacking, he lost quite a bit of his engineers. He should get both of them up, and he builds a couple more Royal Engineers. What would really help him if you were to get I need to stop griping about this. Nice kill. He should pick up the LMG. This LMG, I don't think he actually realized it. Trying to run in, trying to prevent the decapping.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Decaps this one all the way to the right. Very, very nice. And he kills the Ostwind. There was just too many AT guns dancing around. The farthest one had more time to line up a shot, while the other ones were occupying the Ostwind. Another engineer unit is available, if that means anything. Carmel is trying to come forward, trying to kill the MG. It has very little health left. Loses his Vickers. Picks up the... He used the entire Flame Stoom Pioneer to pick up the MG. He needed the manpower though. I mean, the Flame Squad could actually kill stuff instead of suppressing. But yeah, there's a couple abandoned LMGs. He should pick those up. Well, I think he realized he had 1 point left. Nice rifle grenade, almost killing the entire Royal Engineer squad. Royal Heavy Engineers, but did not get the kill. He needs to get Panthers. He needs everything, but he's manpower starved. He has a lot of munitions. Surprised we haven't seen a sector artillery. If he would have seen the AT guns, he could designate sector artillery, run away with the Ostwind, prevent its kill, and hopefully killing the AT guns. Pioneer is not a good choice. He needs Grenadier with LMG is probably his best choice. Does have Victors and MG42, HMG 42. There's a minefield. There still are mines left. You can see by here. Cromwell tank running forward. Probably the best thing for him to do with Cromwell is run over these infantry mines and engage the uh, pioneers. He should try to run them over. Heavy engineers being suppressed. Well, should retreat them back. They actually have an LMG-42. But it looks like there's an AT mine there. Trying to capture this point, though he needs to decap all three to prevent the countdown for the Germans, anyways. Though he does have 200 times more points, but that's sort of irrelevant with 1 point left. He needs to capture up 2 more points. Napoleon hold the line, make his frontline sectors get a defensive bonus. You can see by the greenish color on the map. Heavy engineers in open cover. He needs to get them out of open cover. They actually are suppressed. This Cromwell should go up and run over the units. That's probably the best option for him. And he needs to retreat back to his heavy engineers. Wait. Yeah, it's almost dead. One more flame burst and they're all dead.
We've lost a crocodile flamethrower tank.
Did it say they lost a crocodile flamethrower tank? Did I miss something? Because there's no AT. There's no way he could have killed a crocodile flamethrower.
The enemy are at 200 points.
Luckily, this British player have actually learned and got some Cromwell tanks, seeing you need the mobility to run around the AT guns. Now, I suppose he killed off the AT gun. Well, he did have 2 Cromwells at the time. He used the sector, coordinated fire operation to actually kill them off. Flamethrower here, he can pick that up. He also can upgrade this to heavy engineer. So, plus either or he could use the mobility.
Cromwell gun tank ready for action.
Okay, another Cromwell. Very nice. He needs the more tanks since there's no opposing tanks. Oh, they're heavy engineers, and yeah, this is a very interesting replay to say nonetheless. Overall, it's a sync error. He also said GG. I think the sync error may be a playback problem because he said GG, so he most likely did leave, but sync error has been an interesting way of how the replay ended. Not sure what to say of how to improve both players' plays. He lost his crocodiles way too fast. He also sent his units way too frontal, straight to MGs and AT guns. It was a slaughter for him. The British player could have done much better engagement. Some of the coordinated fire operations were good, but overall he could have equipped his units a bit more with more Vickers machine guns. That's sort of the core thing in this doctrine, in my opinion. The Vickers machine, this half track to get the Vickers machine gun. That's the core aspect, in my opinion, of this doctrine. What could the Wehrmacht player do? Get something else than Ostwinds as a vehicle? Panzer IVs would have been good. Sure, the first Ostwind was pretty good. The second Ostwind was unusually good also. But the 5th and 6th Ostwind? No. How many Ostwinds did he build? 7. I admit the first one may have been good. The second one, not so much. He was building the first Ostwind with a Centaur tank, which you should expect some more heavier tanks to come along next. So the second one was a bad idea. The 3rd and 4th, even worse. The 5th and 6th, even worse. The 7th, why did he build a 7th? I suppose I should stop griping so much or complaining. This been a very interesting replay. Not exactly a good one, I should say. This is Lord Agion saying thank you for stomaching this replay and signing off.